the double salary that is coming forth in this December. Do you know how much you need to be expecting? To those ones that don't know how much they need to be expecting, in this video, I'll be breaking it down and helping you to make calculation so that you know how much that needs to come your way in this December, so that you know how to plan towards it. We are talking about Tredicesima, which is a double payment that the government always gives to public sector workers and also private workers as well. According to them, they said, no matter the type of contract you have, whether part-time contract, 3 months contract, 1 year contract, temporary determinato, you have right to it. The only people that don't have right to it are those people in autonomous self-business. Those people don't have right to it. All other workers, they have right to it. So in this video, looking into it, how to calculate the amount you need to be expecting in this December. Although there are some people, they have already started collecting it already in their booster paga. So you can go and check your booster paga. If you know that they'll be paying it inside your booster paga every month, you don't have right to it at the end of December. But those ones that they are not paying it inside their booster paga, those people have right to it at the end of December. So you want to know, or you care to know, how much that needs to come your way. It depends on how much you are receiving, you understand? So that's it. So let's go straight into it. But first, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you're not following me on Facebook or TikTok, please do follow, subscribe, click the notification bell as well, so whenever I upload any new video, you'll be the first to know. Now let's get started. So to those that have their booster paga, their pay slip, so please, you can take it as well, make examples. You can know how to go about it, how to make the calculation. This is an example. This is just a booster paga. If you look to the bottom end of the booster paga, that is where the gross payment is always written. We are going to make use of the gross payment because to get your Tredicesima and the double salary, you need to make calculation with the gross payment. So let me show you. This is the gross payment in this booster paga. So I believe it's not going to be the same like your own. Your own might have another figure in that place. So the gross payment means the money when they pay before your tax. Meaning now this one, they want to remove tax from. If you look at this one very well now, the one that is up 2,512 euro 2 cents. That is the money when they pay, that they paid. Before they will now remove tax of 530 and another 81 cents. So the rest money when they come pay the person when get this booster pack, that can be 1,982. So this is how it is. Possibly this slide is going to be your own. So the upper one, when I mark with red, now they call gross payments. They never remove tax from that one. So after they don't remove tax, they call a net. In your own, possibly they may write netto. Net. The net payment now can be the one we want to enter your account. So the one we're going to be making use of is the gross payment. So bring out that gross payment. A day in every booster pack. If you have been working, let's say from January till now, till December, till November now. So bring all the booster pack come out. Go circle where they write the gross payment, the first one before the tax, and that they call gross payment. So what you now do, you now have to plus all of them together. January, February, March, April, till November, till this very time you are listening to this video, or whenever you are listening to this video. So plus all together. Like in this video, in this example, it is 2,512 euro 2 cents plus all other booster packages. Ordinary 10 months you worked, ordinary 5 months you maybe just nearly start work. If ordinary 5 months you have worked, so plus all of them together. You understand? The gross payment you find there, all the gross payment in all of the booster paga, all the gross payment, bring all of them out, write it on phone, write it on paper, then plus all together. In this one, let's say, for instance, we plus all together for 10 months or for 12 months or for 6 months or for how many months the person worked. The total, let's say the total is 30,000. You all might get 20,000, you all might be 30 something, depends on how much is your gross payment. So example of this one is 30,000. Then what do you now do? Then divide it by 12. Even if you work ordinary 10 months, all the gross payment plus all of them together, then divide it by 12. No matter the figure that you find, even though your gross payment is just 1,000, divide it by 12. Then the amount in this place will now be 2,500, which is the dividing the 30,000 of the gross payment I found here, then divide by 12, which is equals to 2,500. Now I've gotten the gross payment. What do we do now? Because from the gross payment, of the Tredicesima. So this is the gross payment of Tredicesima, which is 2,500, just like your amount they pay in booster paga. So, but you are not going to get this 2,500 because they never remove tax. 2,500 is the amount that they need to pay you, they need to give to you before for your Tredicesima, which is your double salary. But they will not have to remove tax. Now, what are the tax that they're going to remove? The first tax is contribution. The contribution rate is 16.19. 16.19. Contribution is just the contribution you pay towards your pension and other things. That is the one everybody pays. It's different from tax. Contribution is the one we pay towards pension and other things. So contribution, the amount they used to calculate contribution, it is 6.19 for those ones in private sector. 6.19. So now you now have to times it. 6.19%. 6.19% times the amount of the Tredicesima, which is the 2,500. So I mark it with red. 2,500 is the amount that they are supposed to pay, but now they have to remove tax. So when you how do you get the tax of the contribution from this amount? 6.19 times it by 2,500. You now have to get this one I mark in blue. 154 euro 75 cents. Then there's another tax, another thing you also have to pay, which they call personal income tax. The personal income tax, which is IEPF, personal income tax. So this one is the tax you pay to government because of the work you've worked. You understand? So this one is 23% for those ones in private sector. So 23%. So you have to times it with the same amount to get how much you want to pay as tax. So you can also use this one to times how much you pay for tax in your booster paga. So 16.19% for the first one. Then you get the 100 and something. That one you're going to pay it as contribution towards your pension in the future. Then another tax to government. This one at 23%. Then 23%, you get the tax of the 23%. Then you have to times it by 2,500, which is the gross payment. That money when they want to pay you before, when they pay you for your Tredicesima. Now we want to remove the tax much more now. Times it by 2,500. You now have to get 575 euros. 575, meaning you are going to pay tax of 575 euros as your normal income tax. You will come out from that money when they pay you as Tredicesima, plus another 154 years now. So now it will not be then to get the amounts of the Tredicesima minus contribution, which is the one we just got, the contribution that you pay towards your pension, the contribution, and also the APF, which is your personal income tax. You minus it from this 2,500, which is 2,500 the money of your Tredicesima, because your money of Tredicesima now 2,500 before when they're supposed to pay, but tax once start to the cut and come out. Then the first tax to remove is 154 euros 75 cents. That's the first tax. Then the second tax can be 575 euros. So you have to minus it. So minus it, they will not get the amount of 1,770 euros 25 cents. So this is the amount that they're going to pay to the person that owns this postal paga. 1,770 euros 25 cents. This is just an example of the owner of this booster paga. An example. You understand? So you can make example of your own and get the exact figure of your own. So look at everything again from the starting. So this is how you need to make the calculation. Like I said, from the first one, the gross payment in your booster paga, the gross payment is always on top before tax, before the amount that they paid you. So that is the gross payment. So from that gross payment, all your booster paga, look at all the gross payment, all of them, plus all of them together. If it's 10 months you work, or you work from January to November now, or in December, because they're going to do it in December, because it's going to be in December. So calculate all of them. When you calculate all the gross payments, not the net, so not the money they pay into your booster paga, into your account. No, the one mark will trade when they hold before tax. plus all of them, January, February, March, plus all of them together. Then in this booster package, we have an example of 30,000. Then you now have to divide it by 12. Anything when you divide by 12, now that amount, now they go pay you as your Tredicesima, but tax never come out. That will constantly be the gross payments of your Tredicesima before you now have to remove tax. I also did an example of how to break down the tax you need to remove. At the end of it all, the only payment when they come pay this person can be 1,770 euros 25 cents. At least it's big. If the person they received maybe 1,009 before, because the former payment was like roughly 1,009, they constantly pay another extra 1,770. That almost times 2, 3,000 plus, almost close to 4,000 euros when the person will receive just in December. You understand? So this is how the calculation goes for those people that are expecting their own. So anyhow, it is good news. You understand? At least it will still solve many issues. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.